the Horror Basement, Tennessee Horror News Podcast, coming to you live, Tennessee Horror News World Headquarters, the basement of my mom's trailer. I'm one of your hosts, Johnny Leroy. You know what I got? Our local horror expert, the myth, the legend, the horror man, Jim.
Ah, shit, man. Damn rats running around down here. Hey, it's Jim here. And the rats.
And the rats. Hey, it is the basement. And also, today we have with us Damn Good Movies Video Productions with Tom Blanks. They have Shelley Wilford and Ken McKinney doing a movie called Jagged Little Pills. And Tom Blanks is the producer / production manager on this film. Tom, it's good to have you here. How are you doing?
It's good being here.
So you're out of Chattanooga doing a short film. What's it like shooting in Chattanooga?
Oh, it's great. There's a huge pool of talent down here. We had a really hard time picking out all the actors that we used. We had over 30 actors that were at the casting call, and we had to narrow it down. That was very difficult.
Oh, wow. That's really good, though. I mean, I guess that shows that there is a good pool of people to choose from in the local area.
Yeah, well, a lot of talent down here.
That's great. Jagged Little Pill, it's a psychological thriller, but it's also a slasher film.
Oh, yeah.
Can you elaborate on it? Like, because we watched the trailer, but I couldn't get a whole lot from the trailer.
Well, it was one of our teasers. We're just trying to tease everybody with a little knowledge of it.
Okay.
Well, about the story itself, you're going to have to talk with Shelley, because she's the one that she was the writer, and she is the director of the movie.
All right, well, that sounds good. Shelley, it's nice for you to be here. She's the writer, Shelley Wilford, the writer-director of Jagged Little Pill. We appreciate you being here. What's the film all about? Like, you got the psychological thriller and a serial killer, I guess, is the gist of it, correct?
Yes, that's correct. And thanks for having us today. So just to kind of give a little bit more information on the film. So I took two aspects that I really enjoy out of horror. I really like anything that's psychological. I feel like somebody torturing or even messing with someone's head is sometimes or oftentimes a lot worse than what you can physically put them through. Because once you break somebody's mind, I mean, everything else goes with it. And so I kind of combined both of those elements whenever I wrote the script. And so our killer in this film, he implements some pretty gruesome tactics in order to induce a lot of psychological damage on our heroine in the film. So that's why you might not be getting as much from the teasers right now, because like Tom said, it really is just a tease at this point.
All right, so can you give, like, how long the film's going to be? Like,
right now, just, since we're still shooting it and everything, I aim for it to be about 20, 25 minutes long, so it's still a short.
well, that sounds, there's nothing wrong with a short film. Because I enjoy short films myself.
Oh, yeah.
And especially if it's a really good one. And it seems like you guys are really trying to put some money into it instead of like I was reading y'all's Indiegogo, and you actually want to make a good film and not just, like I've seen a full feature film that was made with $500. And y'all are actually wanting to put money behind it, which sounds really good, because I know how they can be with a really low budget.
Yeah, we found out with one of our first films that we did as a complete group for VGM that, we put together a really great project and everything, but, like anything, it takes money. And so after, completing and ready to show it off to people, you've got to come up with money for submission fees, and, it takes money to feed your cast and crew and make sure everybody's comfortable, so that way you can get the best out of everyone. And so, Tom put together a really great Indiegogo as far as, trying to make sure that we have the money to cover costs up front and make sure that once we put together a really great project, to be able to get it out there and have it seen. I mean, what's the point of making it if nobody sees us?
That is so true. So let's get with your background just a little bit more. You've directed 3 films, or this is your 3rd film directing?
This is actually my first one.
Oh, okay.
With our company, and this is one that it was my baby, because I wrote it, my original idea for it. I've directed some corporate videos and some other shorts just in college and everything, but this is my first really long project, and hoping that we just continue to shoot bigger and
Oh yeah, definitely. So this being your first long film, like, is it what you expect, or the work, the hard work that you put into it? Is it kind of what you expected?
I would say it's actually more than I'd expected. I mean, everybody can dream big, but whenever you actually see the work that's in progress, I mean, I couldn't have had a better cinematographer for Ken to. It's like he crawls inside my mind and takes the shots that I've envisioned. Because my work in the past, I also forgot to mention that I'm used to direct for broadcast television, which is a lot of work, but you don't get to do as much creative stuff. Or to have somebody on the team and be able to kind of see my vision, and be able to, like I said, he kind of crawls inside my head and takes off the shots. We had the right idea going forward and everything. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of it's more than what I expected. Like Tom said, we had a really great pool of talent to choose from, and it was really difficult because I wasn't really sure what to expect with that big of a casting call, and Chattanooga really delivered.
Well, that's awesome. So you said Ken McKinney is also your cinematographer, correct?
Yes, we kind of traded roles. I was the cinematographer at the time.
And he's also acting. Is he also acting in the film?
Not in this film. I mean, he does a lot of acting work, but he's kind of tied up with the camera right now.
All right, that's what I was curious if it'd be cool if he was cinematographer and maybe the serial killer. But that way.
Yeah, we have a really amazing serial killer.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome.
Sweet guy, but he really brings the creepy too.
Sweet, that's awesome. How does that work? Just filming locally, and you have to get permits and all that.
We've actually cultivated some really great relationships. We were able to use as far as some locations, whether it be our residences or other people's residences to use. We've actually had Tom's sister, we were able to use, a building that she worked for, so we got access to work there. Chattanooga State allowed us to shoot there for one of our scenes, so creating good relationships and, don't be afraid to ask. I mean, oftentimes they'll tell you yes if you at least come forward and say, hey, this is what I want to do.
Well, that's really good because, we're considering, we're out of Tennessee as well, like an hour away from Chattanooga, and we're always looking to help people in the local area, and just it's exciting to know that horror films are being made locally and people are trying to, get it going, and just anything with movies coming to Tennessee is a great idea and just what everybody needs. Back to Jagged Little Pill. You're shooting this film. How many days are y'all shooting this film? Like 4 or 5? Like from what we got through the email, like just a few days, and y'all gonna shoot this whole film?
Well, we're going into our 5th weekend and working on it. We're up to how many days of shooting now? We're up to 7. 7 days of shooting so far.
I take it them were some really long days.
Oh yeah. 12 to 14-hour days.
Wow.
Are pretty normal.
That's definitely a long day.
After all this, how long does post-production usually take? Is it pretty gruesome, or how does that work?
They're pointing to me because I did post-production on our previous film. And it was, we shot it in 3 days, and we post-production was 3 months.
Wow.
So we're better at this now, so it'll probably still be a couple months.
It gets longer whenever you have a lot of effects and everything to implement into the film. So with time, we kind of had half and half with some special effects going on and then just practical. So we've got a lot more effects. We've got a wonderful makeup artist as far as our practical effects that we've already shot, but maybe some things that we've got to implement visually that it does definitely take a little bit more time whenever you're editing.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Who does the CG, I guess?
That'd be me. I'm the cinematographer and also responsible for the visual special effects digital, I guess. Yeah. We have a lot of special effects, but most of them, thank goodness, are practical and they look.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I like CGI, but man, a hammer slamming into a skull is just a beautiful thing to see on the film.
All right, so that's Ken McKinney right there talking, just so everybody knows that on the podcast, everybody knows who that is. And so that's what I like, is the practical effects, because everything's gone so CGI and just gotten ridiculous with, and you can tell how fake it is with the CGI. And it's good to hear, you want practical effects, which of course you got to do some, like you said, some other effects to it, which makes sense. I mean, you're going to have
there
some.
will be visual enhancements. to the practical effects and to make it look clean. But it's going to be, it's 85% practical, 15% special effects.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
That's good to hear right there. Definitely a big fan of practical effects.
I mean, even some movies were ruined by the special effects. Big name movies, but
Especially, well, we won't get into it.
So you guys raised so far $685 out of 2,000. When's the Indiegogo? When does it end? Like what's the date? So you got 17 days left. Sorry, you got 17 days left on this, which actually is pretty good because technically your last 5 days is going to be where you make most of your money. From what
They like to make you sweat, don't they?
They do.
We're hoping to spread the word, and we do appreciate you guys helping us out with that. And we're sharing it all the time, and we've got a great group of friends and our actors and crew on our movie. They're getting really tired of hearing me say, "Hey, how about sharing all our stuff?" But they're real troopers about it, and they've been doing that a lot here in the local area. I've had my girls go door to door with the URL on postcards, handing them out.
Oh wow! Yeah, because honestly, from what we've been doing this for, not a whole really long time, but long enough to understand with Indiegogo and Kickstarter, it's like an up and down, thing the way that it works, but you have to have other people share your stuff.
Yeah.
It can't just be you guys, and of course, we're gonna after this, we're gonna share all of it.
Awesome.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
But the last 5 days is where, from what we've learned, is where everything really starts rolling in. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen within the last 5 days.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's another thing that's awesome about Indiegogo is because at least if it don't get fully funded, you still get the money. But
If they have it set up like that.
But yeah, we're gonna try to help it. We're gonna do all we can to get y'all to the 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
But also,
all right, we appreciate it.
y'all have some really good perks on there too. So I think it's pretty cool. The murder weapon perk for $55.
As a matter of fact, I'll be posting more pictures of that here very soon. Probably within the next 2 or 3 days. You get to see that in all its glory. Really fun. That thing coming to the cast party. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna throw a heck of a gas party and
party
have
with
our
the
whole
cast.
cast and crew there.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, $175 for party with the cast.
Well, and executive producer rights, name on IMDb, posters, all kinds of stuff.
That's really good, yeah. And your name in lights, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all got a lot of cool perks, and like I said, we just got to get people out there knowing what they're going to be able to get.
And those are all directly responsible from Tom because his wonderful mind that came up with all those wonderful things. He's a fantastic producer.
It seems like it because that's a lot of good stuff.
How hard would it be, or how bad would it look if there's a Tennessee Horror News shirt worn by an actor?
It'd be a little hard right now because we're at those final stages. And
okay.
Stuff, but that would, man, we'd love to see one. It all depends on if there's a donation. There could be a reshoot involved.
There you go.
The reshoot.
That's the thing. We're actually going to have a shirt in the UK that's going to be posted on a web series. So that's why he asked you that.
Oh, very, very cool.
So what else would you like everybody to know about Jagged Little Pill? Like, what is the main thing that you want out there?
Well, just to start it up, we want some, we're all horror movie fans. We all love horror movies, and we really, we get tired of seeing boring slasher movies that have been done over and over and over, the same type of thing. And we think we're bringing something a little original here with the combination of both psychological torture and some really, really graphic effects. We're hoping to have a lot of people going ew and hollering out at some points and stuff in the movie. There's one aspect in particular. We're not going to go into details, but like to try to keep things close to the chest. But there's one in particular that I'm hoping people walk out If we had people walking out, we've done our job.
Damn.
I mean, and it's not even one of the kills.
Damn.
No. It's one of the things that someone has to go through, and it's just not good.
So it's brutal, huh?
Well, it's kind of vague. That's where trailers are too. We're just wanting to show a realistic torture type thing with all the incidents of little graphic horror thrown in there.
I'm personally hoping, just from writing it and hoping that we convey across the screen the same emotion. But whenever I put it together, what I was really hoping is, I'm sure everyone at some point in their life they have. It's not just the worst day of your life, but it's the most amount of panic, terror, just sheer distraught, falling into the abyss type feeling. And I'm hoping that I'm able to at least make people recall that feeling, and that they identify with it and they see what sort of the horrificness that we put are not only the people that get chopped up, but but the girl that we're psychologically terrorizing. That's the emotion that I'm really trying to convey in this film, and I hope it reads.
Just from what y'all just said right there, it's got me excited to see it, and just really wanting to push it, and we wish y'all the best of luck, and I'm positive you'll get it funded because it sounds great, and we're really hoping we can do whatever we can to help you guys get this funded as well.
That'd be awesome. That would be great. Because we've actually paid for this with the money, what we're trying to recoup what we paid. So we can make more movies. So we can have money for the next movie.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It will be made, but we hopefully have some money to put in the festival.
That's totally understandable. Because the only way that it's going to get out is if you get it in the festivals, and the more people see it, the better. And it sounds like you guys all of you are really pouring your heart and soul into it and doing all that you can. And I'm excited about it.
Definitely am too. I was going to ask too, what the release date, are y'all shooting for Halloween possibly? Or is that too close?
We're hoping, at least I'm hoping that we can have it done a little bit before then. But that would be awesome if we can get it into some of the start at least getting the word out that we've got a great horror movie, and that would be great.
Like we're gonna definitely, I'm gonna put Jagged Little Pill on the site, everything. We're gonna push it all we can and do all we can to get you to your goal.
All right. Hey, that's all we can ask, and we do thank you for that.
That's no problem. Thank you for being on the show with us, Tom, Shelly, and Ken. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that was Damn Good Movie Production from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Tom Blanks, producer/production manager of the film Jagged Little Pill. Shelly Wilford, writer, director of Jagged Little Pill. Ken McKinney, the cinematographer of Jagged Little Pill. We're very grateful for them being on with us today.
And that's all we got for you today. We out.
Peace. Like, subscribe, and share. If you know you want to, come on and do it. Just come on and do it.